with the most famous, one of the most famous dropship plays in recent years. Yeah, I feel you. But moving on.
Yeah. Okay. So we're now we're now in the we're in the third. Well, no, this is the fourth set now. I can't count.
Yeah.
This is going back to Neo Aztec. Hyuk, 2-1 up against the Emperor. Can BoxeR bring it back, or will Hyuk take? I guess you can't really call it a reverse all kill, but will he take the will he take the fourth set and make it 3-1?
Will
Let's
he
find out.
work his way into victory?
I guess we'll know if you start the game.
Yeah, we will.
Oh, shit.
That's some really fair
Damn,
point.
Wow.
I will point out that Hyuk in his career was famous for going ahead in a series and then losing. So
Yucking himself.
yeah, that's where Hyuking himself comes from, and he's 2-1 up right now. There's a possible 2 games left if BoxeR can win. So is Hyuk gonna break the curse?
And let's find out as SKT BoxeR spawns as the Teal Terran on the bottom right-hand base.
And spawning as the orange Protoss in the 9 o'clock position, we have Yuck.
Now, one thing to note about this map is that, similar to the trend we've been seeing, as maps have been becoming more and more favored to Zerg throughout the series. On the original version of Aztec, the TVZ is an appalling 39%, 23 to 36. So in theory, this map should benefit Zerg quite a bit, even though in the newer version, the Neo Aztec, it's up to 50%. I frankly, I don't remember there being that many differences between the two maps that would justify this.
What did they change?
They added the high ground for Neo Aztec outside the natural, so that is one thing possibly. They also, actually, I think that's the most major difference I'm seeing right now. Doesn't look like any gas counts are different. Actually, no, they added a gas on the third expansion, the natural third. So I think that maybe makes it a little bit easier for Tyrant to get up to 3 gas, but it also makes it easier for Zerg to get 3 gas.
The low ground one?
No,
the high ground
that's
one.
on the high ground. The one that's actually oh, there is no gas.
That's
wow.
Minerals.
Oh, okay, so I guess
always
that's
been
it.
mineral.
Yeah, I was just looking at the mini map and it looked like there was a gas there in the new version, but apparently that's just about it.
And we see a 12 hatch as well coming out from Hyuk this time. Could we see him finally play standard?
That's the spawning pool.
Yeah. He's hacking the game.
If you look at BoxeR's base, it doesn't look like he's as concerned with a early pool.
Yeah, he's not walling himself
really
in this time.
Yeah, he's not really building his buildings in a way that's like tight and close together.
I mean, one important thing is, because this map does have a ramp, you can use your SUVs to block the ramp if you sniff it out quick enough. Obviously, the Zerglings will be pushing downhill, so they'll have the high ground advantage, which is kind of strange when they're both melee units, but I mean, I've seen Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. We see what happens when 2 melee guys go against each other. Not the best of films, but he has the high ground.
Well, the overarching issue is that they are going to be less likely to get hit by the Marines, actually, I think, than as opposed to the SCV versus Zergling interaction.
As long as the SCVs can spot the high ground, the Marines can hit them. And this is a weird reverse ramp, so there are certain spots on it that are high ground, there's spots that are low ground. And I don't know, I don't know which spots are which.
I mean, it doesn't look like that matters now. BoxeR's actually going to go for a 1 racks FE this time, so he's not going for his 2 racks. He feels a lot more confident, I think, on this map compared to the other ones. He's breaking his convention, and it looks like Hyuk is doing the same.
He's just going 3 hatch, and he's getting his gas, so that's normal so far. Maybe he'll get Burrow first.
Maybe he'll go 3 hatch lurkers with drop. Maybe 3 or 2 base guardian. Let's see. Hyuk's been showing some good builds so far. And nope, we just see a 3 base layer, which is fairly normal.
A lair? You disappoint me, Hyuk. Hyuk.
So, Nia, is there a question about Zerg? I remember I asked you about 2-player maps. Do you think that 3-player maps are a bit better for Zerg than for the other races?
Most of the 3-player maps that I've played on seem to be better, but I don't know why.
Well, my theory is that it's because... Go ahead.
Okay, so Neo Medusa is good because you have that mineral base in the back, and you can knock down the temples with lurkers and get in the back of the Terran base. On this map, you also have some good options to use lurkers to just defend these little ramps. But what's a bad map? I would say Pathfinder is a bad map.
For Zerg?
I don't know, I just don't like that one.
I love Pathfinder. I would like to point out in the game at the moment we do have 3-hatch Muta, the Spire just began, and BoxeR...
We have 3-hatch Hydra Den, actually. It's next to the 3rd hatch. He placed the Spire probably as a dud, or just sniped Vessel. But the Hydra Den definitely came down first.
Oh really? I must have missed that.
Hydra Den's not upgrading, so it's just
probably defending against wraiths or something. It's worth building because you'll always could do with Hydras.
If stands here, he's gonna see the Hydra Den and then he's gonna think, oh, it's Hydra.
Yeah, he's not building any Hydras either, so I don't think we're going to see any Hydra play. The one important thing I noticed in BoxeR's base is he's actually going 2 engineering base, so he's getting some really quick double upgrades. He's going for a very macro-orientated style here, probably looking to take it to the late game, only now adding his 2nd and 3rd barracks.
Well, shouldn't he be going for a factory by now if he's going double upgrades? I think that he might be going for an aggressive build, actually, as opposed to a late game, don't you think? Because
it's very possible. He'd need his science facility quite early to go double ups, but he could be doing a 1-1 timing attack if anything.
Yeah, that's what I was suspecting. He is building turrets up. He has... I'm sorry?
It looks more like the 1-1. I'm just saying, like, I agree with Jealous here.
I will point out that Hyuk is actually building a lot of Hydralisks. He's not started any Mutalisks yet, so maybe the Spire was a dud.
I told you. I told you.
And Lurkers are upgrading now as well, so these Hydras are going to move across the map. There's a lot of Lings, and there's only one bunker.
Yeah.
Why didn't he get Lurker earlier then?
Probably because he was waiting to see which one of the bases would get scanned, maybe?
That's actually quite clever. It delays it a little bit, but it gives him the advantage in the long run. Because BoxeR has really overreacted with turrets. He's building another 2 turrets in his main. Actually, another 3.
Yeah, so I definitely think that it's because if you know that Terran's gonna scan at around this time, like around what is it, like 5:30, right? Terran has to scan to make sure to see what the Zerg is going for. So you just build both, and then when Terran reacts because they go, oh, I scanned, they don't need to scan again because they already found out what you're going for.
Yeah, but the weird thing is that
this surround right here.
Oh, that's a good surround.
It was an incredible surround, but the strange thing is in all this, Hyuk is actually hiding his Hydralisks. He's not shown them yet. He's morphing and just trying to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Lurkers in the top of the map now, and they're just going to wander over.
Yeah, this is going to be very tough to defend. Factory is almost done, but it's not going to give anything useful. Firebats are now out. They are probably suspecting something, but Lurkers are getting close.
Now, BoxeR has nearly full scans, so if he's good enough with his Marine Micro, he may be able to hold on against this.
The army's gonna get trapped outside his base, though. Those Lings were used as bait. The Lings were used as bait. The army is coming in from the Zerg player. Not everything is burrowed, though.
Well, I think that's gonna end the game for him.
He may still be able to do it if his Marine Micro is good enough.
He's spreading now.
Oh yeah, he's got 1-1. He could survive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 1-1 allows you to take an extra hit from a Lurker, doesn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. So it's a very important upgrade to have in the situation.
There's just a lot of lurkers there. Oh, okay. Oh, he missed his chance. Because those are three lurkers.
I'm definitely suspicious of how he did that. I would definitely not want to lift up all my lurkers, kind of like siege tanks in this scenario, I think. I would want to unsiege 2, move 2, unsiege 2, move 2, unburrow, rather. And another thing is, I feel like he was quite vulnerable in his natural base this whole time. I don't see why the Marines and medics didn't try to do a counterattack of some sort, because now they're just going to be eating a piecemeal here.
And the Marines get surrounded and killed by the Zerglings. And...
Oh, and here comes more lurkers. He does have 2 bunkers at the bottom of the map.
Yeah, he's basically just setting up defenses on the low ground.
I mean, if he can hold long enough to get tanks and vessels, he can push back out of here. And the Zerg is still only on 2 bases.
But Hive is almost done, that's the issue.
Yeah. I
that's
think
really
that
big.
I think
and there is Carapace coming up for melee, and he'll probably go for a... I think he may even go into Ultralis here off of 3 bases.
No,
just
he's
to rub it in.
going Defilers, I think. He's definitely going Defilers.
Defilers will be the first thing, but with his upgrades, it looks like he could go up to Ultralisks.
He's going Queens. He made a Queen.
Well, that just seems like something he'd do.
Is he getting any upgrade for it? I wonder if he already got it.
I looked at the nest and I didn't see any upgrades. So
yeah, I didn't see it either. Maybe Ensnare. Oh, he's going for a proxy hatchery behind this. Is he going to use Nidus here? This is incredible right here.
Oh, this is horrible for BoxeR. I really feel for him right now. There's not too much he can really do either. He's going to have to push up this ramp really slowly. And while he sits here, a queen could actually move in and just spawn Broodling on them.
Yeah.
It's actually Hyuk's actually losing quite a bit of lurkers here.
Yeah, but it's
not only that, but
all the way through.
3 of his lurkers are actually right on top of each other, so 1 scan could wipe them all out with 2 siege tank volleys, I believe.
True. The other issue, I think, is I don't see why he's not using the command center to build a second scan. It's only cost 50-50, and it would have made it a lot easier for him to bust out in this situation.
And we see Muteless and Scourge coming in as well. This first vessel should actually pop out soon. He's actually going for a dropship.
That's a dropship. Dropship, yeah.
Oh, this is very unfortunate. These Mutas are going to come in
and snipe this tank. No, too many Marines already up here. Are they buying time for the Queen energy? 113. Broodling's still not on the way, or he's definitely trying to snipe these tanks out. I wonder if Nidus is coming up soon though, because he could still use the creep that's in the back of the base next to the geyser to throw down the Nidus. Oh, I
don't know if he's going to do that now.
True. Might not be worth it. Defiler Mound is up. Consume is almost done. Both Azar Armor and the Claw upgrade is about 75%. So some crucial timing's coming up here. Dropship is out on the map, and it has 6 injured Marines and 1 medic going out.
It will be able to snipe this base though. There's absolutely no defense. In all this time, BoxeR's only been on 1 base, but Zerg's economy isn't that great behind this.
Yeah, definitely pretty damn
good.
I mean,
here's Defilers though.
He's gone for pretty much every tech tree.
The Defiler's out and it's going to start consuming the Lings. This is going to be very hard to hold.
The drop is underway now though, and the Scourge are chasing it. Only two Marines drop, and actually the other Marine gets cleaned off by the Zergling.
Oh, and there's Swarm.
Swarm.
Oh, that Swarm is very hard to deal with.
Dude, it's so painful watching it. It's one of the most craziest combinations in the game, and wow, that's GG.
That's the GG indeed.
Wow. That was incredible. That whole last game from the Zerg player was just mindfuck after mindfuck. Pardon my language. It was just such incredible strategic play. You know, it was incredible.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that Hyuk managed to pull that off, but he's certainly good with mind games. Like, doing exactly what he did there. I mean, you called it a little bit earlier when you said the Hydra Den went up first, but actually not upgrading Lurkers until his Spire was done was almost ingenious. He waited for the Spire to be scouted. BoxeR overreacted with turrets after what happened on Judgment Day, and that's set in stone his ultimate demise.
Yeah. Great series play, series understanding.
That was
Sorry,
such
go
a
ahead.
weird series.
It
I think
was.
it was very cerebral. Like the Koreans like to say, they like to say cerebral, strategic. I think that's exactly what we can qualify that as.
That was weird.
That was certainly
It's
a world
weird.
apart from Fancy and Stork's games. Fancy and Stork went. It wasn't exactly a macro series, but most of the games lasted longer than the first 10 minutes. But I mean, we went through that in less than an hour, and that was a best of 5 as well. As you can see from the graphic on my screen, the SK Telecom T1 team fight does end with Hyuk actually toppling the Bacchus off-game Net Star League champion from 2015. So Hyuk showing that he's quite a strong player as well, not to be trifled with.
Most definitely, very impressive play from both of them. And let's also remember Stork and Fantasy. That was a really interesting series as well.
Yeah, so
It's okay.
I think Stork and Fantasy, I mean, both series were close. I think that, I mean, considering the wild skill levels in the tournament, I'd say we got quite interesting matchups all considering. Now, the way I worked them out is I did it by a random number generator, so there are 2 more sets which we will come back and cast another day, and there's also another 2 as well that have just been set up. To give you a little bit of information on the next main tournament I'm going to be hosting, I'm going to host the... I'm just trying to remember exactly what I called it. I think it was called the... I think I still called it the PD Pop MSL. But that'll actually be... I'll set up a sign-up thread for that. We have 12 players currently on the show matches, so if they all play and I get another 4 players, we can have a round of 16. I mean, if we can get to a round of 24, that'd be great, but I'm not too worried about that. But that should be posted on this weekend, so if you're interested in signing up, if you've watched today and enjoyed what you've seen, maybe you want to take part, just post in that thread to sign up. I'll get all the details and everything for you, and that should be quite fun.
Yeah, I definitely encourage everyone to sign up. It's a great opportunity to have some fun against a random opponent.
I encourage you to also tell your friends to sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like your real life friends, so you can like stomp them in the game.
Just 5-fool them every game.
They won't know what to do.
And Cat Caramel. Wait, I didn't say that right, did I? Cat Camarabell. Yeah, Cat Camarabell. There's actually still quite a lot of people who read TL. This is where I made the thread for this. There's 53 viewers. I'm not sure how many came from TL, but I'm Kicks on Team Liquid. Gobo Swaggins, as he was in here, is Jealous, and Nina Zerg is Nina Zerg, so there are still quite a few people there.
There's at least the 3 of us, so...
Yeah, there's at least 4 people in the... No, 5 people in the chat, like Faust reads Team Liquid,
So
and Evil Eye. Oh, okay, so 6. So there we go. Yeah, so just...
TT1, Zero Chrome. I can go on and on. There's like everyone who's commented, I would say 90% of them are familiar names. July Zerg with a U.
Yeah, I've seen him before. I can never remember his username. Is he Widow Killer? I can't remember.
I don't remember either, but no offense, but
that's fine. I'm sure he doesn't mind. I'm just gonna... I'm sure I can remember who actually played. I know Pusan played, I think, against Jaedong in the next set, but I just want to bring up the thread just so I can remember myself and not look like an idiot. But
right.
the next 2 games are going to be Nalra versus Effort, so another... that's actually the first PvZ. And then the second game will be another PvZ between Jaedong and Pusan. Now, I'm not sure when we're going to cast it. Maybe it'll be next week. I'm going to be casting the CPL tomorrow with Jealous, and then the Rookie Team League with Nina in the evening, so it won't be tomorrow, but us 3 will work out when we're all free again, and then I'll post in the thread to let you know when it's going to come up. I'll do my best to upload the VODs tomorrow as well, so...
All right, thank you very much, Kix, for having us, and thank you for mentioning that you'll be casting with us tomorrow. Well, with me tomorrow, earlier in the day, and with Nina afterwards, I believe, right?
Yep.
So you guys, everyone in the stream right now, you guys can look forward to more Brood War brought by your soothing British host, Kix, tomorrow.
Soothing. I preferred the way Faust called me. Yeah, I'm a fan of Faust now.
Yeah, that was a good comment there too.
I thought I thought Faust was a little bit off at first, but then he won me over.
Well, you don't know the can of worms you just opened by saying that. You are love mail. Wow, out the wazoo.
Faust, close your ears. Don't listen.
He said, "Oh my fucking god." You messed up. Oh god. Ah, that's where you messed up.
I'd block Faust on TL now.
Oh no, hold on. I'm gonna time him out real quick.
You can't time him out.
It's too late. I already did.
He'll be okay. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna close it with the good old STPL. Well, I guess it was the STPL, but it was also the SPL closing for the week with the credits. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Please post in the TL thread if you have any comments or anything. That'd be quite nice. And
Questions.
yeah, questions as well. And I'll get, like, if you have any questions about how the league works, or if you want to sign up, just let me know and I'll sort it all out for you. I'd like to thank Jealous and Nina once again, and
thank you so much.
Thank you all for watching. And let me just open this before I do something stupid again. Okay, I'm way too slow on this, I need to speed up again. But here we go. So long everyone.
Take care.
Until next time.